Look at that. The people turn up today. They've loved 2020 cricket.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh, what a bonus! What more can happen here? Excellent catch by the skipper. Oh no!
Last ball and gets in.
That's gone all the way.
Oh, that's hit well.
And what a way to go.
Not sure whether he saw it, but he caught it. Oh, he's bowled him. Gets one. That's it. What an innings!
Yeah, how about that?
Standing ovation.
Hello everybody and welcome to the final of the KFC 2020 Big Bash. It is the South Australian Redbacks playing host to the New South Wales Blues from the Adelaide Oval. Let's have a look at the two teams on show here tonight. Redbacks chasing some silverware. It's been 15 years. Can they get over the line tonight? Harris, the pick of the batsman for the Redbacks, with Aiden Blizzard in there at number 3. Borges comes in for the Callum Ferguson away on international duties. And then Nathan Lyon at the bottom there, the right-arm off-spin, has been in sensational form. Let's have a look at the Blues. A couple of changes. Warner and Smith will be back up the top of the order. Kawaja out injured today. Phil Jakes at 3 and Henriquez at 4. But down the bowling, Pat Cummings has been in outstanding form with the ball, and Luke Doran comes into the side and Stewie Clark will captain. He won the toss here today on a good pitch here at the Adelaide Oval and elected to bat first. Let's hand you over to the commentators.
Yeah, Davey Warner, he hit the ball beautifully in Hobart. The best he's hit the ball all season, but he won't get the same sort of bowling here tonight. He's going to get slow bowling, Rashid away from the bowling, and probably Nathan Lyon. So it's going to be interesting, AB, how he adjusts to the slower bowlers.
Very much so, and his partner in crime at the other end, Daniel Smith, good strike rate. Not a bad player with spin bowling, prepared to go the area route while the field restrictions are in place. But yeah, Dave Warner, key man, and is he up to the spin?
Adil Rashid to get us underway. And he bowls one of his offies to begin with. Warner punching it through the offside. It's a fast outfield tonight, and a boundary to begin this one.
Yeah, good start by Warner, not so from Rashid. He doesn't want to bowl short to Warner because Warner sits back in his crease against the spinners, and that's a gift first up. But Warner's hit the gap. That's the most important thing there.
Well, I think he's answered it, hasn't he? He likes that area of the field, gives himself some room to play it, but if you bowl to it, it's going to be very costly.
Playing and missing, and a bit of turn. That was the prediction after we saw the women's final earlier today.
Yeah, it turned a bit, but this is the off spinner from Rashid. He just mixed it up, bowls it out of the fingers, out the front, and very deceptive. And surprisingly, it did turn with the new ball. You expect that just to skid on.
Now swung away to the leg side. That'll be another fall. Warner on song straight away.
Yeah, that's just a poor ball. Just short, and just a gift for Dave Warner. He's always going to pounce on that. And it's very important from Rashid's point of view that he gets his length right, because there is something there for him, but he must get it right.
Terrific start for the visitors here at Adelaide Oval. More regulation leg spin action this time from Rashid. Better ball.
Well, that's 4 different balls he's bowled so far, which is good. Keeps the batsman guessing, but you've got to get the ball up there. You can't bowl short to Warner, especially as we saw in that last delivery. That was quite full, and Warner was back behind the stumps. Need to get him coming forward.
A good ball once again. Rashid has opened the bowling for the Redbacks in the last 2 games they've played. They haven't played for 8 days since getting past the Bushrangers at the MCG last Friday. He's only gone for 42 runs off his last 8 overs in those 2 outings. And he's gone for a couple of boundaries already here tonight. Oh. A bit of off-spin once again at the back end of the over, but a good one for New South Wales. A nerve settler for Dave Warner.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad finish by Rashid, but Davey Warner, this is what he did in the game at Hobart, the prelim final. 70 on 49 balls. That was an absolute monster hit. It was short. He let Ben Hilfenhaus know about it too, but he really started to strike the ball in the middle, strutted around. You could see he was confident in his own ability, and he was back to his best at Hobart. He hasn't been really at his best all summer, but when he gets into a zone, look out, he can do that regularly.
A very confident beginning for him against the slower bowler, which of course has been his Achilles heel if he's had one so far this summer. What a season he's had. A couple of half centuries back-to-back to begin it with, and then that almost match-winning role against the Tigers in the preliminary final. He was pipped for the Man of the Match award by Patrick Cummins, who took 4 for 16. Another quick. And Kane Richardson on to bowl, and Daniel Smith shouldering arms.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a change of tactics. I wonder if Warner was on strike, whether Nathan Lyon would have opened the bowling, but Dan Smith on strike. They're going to Richardson, who's looked pretty impressive actually in the games he's played so far. Got good pace, hits a deck hard, and he'll need to use this new ball because there is something there with the new ball, even in 20 over fixture.
Good to see these young quickies coming through the system, isn't it? Richardson only 19. We talked about the Blues. This young fella's good.
Down the leg side, well taken by Manu. Richardson, of course, has got his chance for the Redbacks after the departure. Kyron Pollard has filled his role as far as the bowling side of things is concerned. I don't know that anybody's going to fill Pollard's role with the bat, though.
No, exactly right. He's a big loss, no doubt about it. But Richardson's done well. They haven't got much pace bowling in their side. They've got Dan Christian, and that's it. Very thin pace bowling attack, a lot of spinners.
Wide and crashed through the covers for 4.
What a shot. Dan Smith on the up, through the offside. He's thrown the kitchen sink at it, and it's flown away for 4.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this pitch, surface. Excellent, and that is a great response from Smith. Just a couple of siders, and then whammo. He's a strong striker of the ball, and that is just a classic cricket shot.
Oh, hit it. Another one down the leg side, another diving save by Manu.
It was a zinger, but it was a wide zinger, that one, and Manu did well. It swung late, it was wide as it came out of the hand and kept going, and Graham Manu, good footwork, wasn't it? Full stretch, and a sloppy start by Richardson. He just can't quite get this new ball on line.
I like the fact that it's swinging, but he's got to get the radar right. Just his release point just falling away.
Oh, and another one. Same result from Daniel Smith. He will go at them all night. Sometimes they're rubbish like that, but what a shot.
It doesn't matter if they're in the air. If you hit them that hard and find the gap, it's going to take some catching. It was on the up again, but this wicket, balls are skidding on beautifully. No footwork required. Just a fish like an eye like a dead fish, sorry, AB, and right out the middle again.
Yeah, look, that is just bludgeoned. That is just crashed. He's got plenty behind it, Dan Smith. That's raced away.
Yeah! This one on the pads, they'll get through for a leg bite. Smith scored 45 off 24 balls in their previous meeting right here in Adelaide to kick off their Big Bash summer. And if he and Warner get going, they could take the game away from them in the opening partnership.
Yeah, this new ball is crucial actually, because you think it might slow up once the ball gets a bit older and be a little bit more difficult to bat. But if you get off to a flyer, it really does set the platform. You can relax a bit with the bat, you can play a bit more loosely. But if you lose a couple of early ones, you've got to pull the reins in a bit. So a crucial start to this game here. And so far the Blues right on top.
That partnership last time here between these two, 71 of 44 balls. Now Warner hit on the thigh pad. Will be another run for New South Wales. It'll be just the leg bite. 19 already on the board with 1 left in this second over.
Yeah, just the start the Blues would have wanted. Nice and steady. With a few blokes with the pads on there. Well, they're just trying to keep warm. It is chilly evening here in Adelaide, but I guess they have one of those nights where, depending on who is dismissed, you send the left or right hander in.
No run this time with a short, fine leg inside the circle. Dot ball to finish with. New South Wales 20 runs off 2 overs. Adil Rashid will continue on from the northern end. And Warner going deep, a long way back. Boy, on the roof.
Well, that's a good start, hitting with the breeze, but nevertheless that is a good strike. And he's really seeing him well today, Davey Warner. This time the slog sweep, Rashid threw it up a little bit more. It was a leg spinner. And that is a good strike. Beautiful shot.
Well, let's get the Fox tracker on that one. That has gone a long way. I think Davey Warner's got the the biggest hit this year, hasn't he? 120 odd metres. That one will give it a good shake.
That's a very big swat out of that corner. 85 metres to the boundary rope alone. Well, it's hit about, what, 20 metres above the boundary rope and a few metres beyond that if you factor in a bit more carry.
Well, it's a good shot because you're actually hitting with the breeze as well, so you're using the breeze. Even if you miss-hit that, it's probably going to go for 6, but not saying that was a miss-hit. That was pretty well hit. That brings up the 150th 6 in the competition, and Davey Warner, well, I'll tell you what, danger signs here for the Redbacks.
He's making a habit of losing cricket balls on bowlers at the moment. They never found the one he hit out of the ground, the first one he hit out of the ground against the Tigers in Hobart. He's come up with 102 metres for that. He's only just warming up.
It feels bigger than that, doesn't it? 102 compared to... It was a good strike, whatever. So
But it's a great start. This one through the offside. It'll be a chase once again. They won't pick that up. A short boundary, and the runs are racing off the bat of Warner.
They are indeed. That's good placement by Warner. It's shortish again, just getting on, using the pace. Yeah, it's too short. I mean, that's not good bowling, but well placed by Warner.
Well, that's the key, isn't it? You get the half tracker, you want to place it. And on that occasion, he didn't try and overhit the shot. Sometimes Dave Warner does do that. He tries to bludgeon it so hard. On that occasion, made sure he got the gap. Good shot.
Now he's watching one outside the off stump.
What happened there? He let one go. Doesn't let too many go, but maybe just deceived in the flight by Rashid. That's a better delivery. Just skidding on. Good length, though.
Oh, that one hurried on. He did well to turn it around the corner. They should pick up 2. They'll come back for the second. Could have easily missed the bat. He was gone.
They got any fieldsmen out there, the Redbacks? I don't think he's hit a ball to the fieldsman Warner at the moment, which is it's great batting. He's just piercing the gaps. That ball actually skidded on and nearly got Warner trapped in front, but he managed to get some bat on it and got it away for 2. There's plenty of gaps on that leg side. Very tough for the captain to plug up the gaps in his first power play.
Playing defensively here. We talk about taking the crowd out of the equation in the football codes. Well, David Warner has taken the crowd out of the equation right here.
Well, he's keeping him in the game. We'll give him a catch in a minute. Just one on the roof, but they've got to stay awake out there. But at the moment, the crowd is quiet, but you know, they've come to see some good batting, and so far it's been very good.
Down the leg side, a little bit off the pitch. Warner got a little bit of something on it. It'll be a run for him. 13 off the over, none for 33 of the Blues.
Right on.
He's looking to turn that onto the leg side against the swing of Richardson.
It's just a cross-court sort of slice, isn't it, in tennis terms? Just looking to chop it into mid-wicket there.
Two-hand, forehand.
Yes, it's sort of Bjorn Borg type stroke. Left-hander though, so we'll have to go with Jimmy McEnroe, Jimmy Connors.
Full of length outside the leg though. Good start from Richardson. They certainly need one. And with New South Wales, despite 33 runs off the first 3 overs, he takes 1 wicket. We know how wobbly they can be with the bat.
Turned up, wasn't it? Not bad. They get wobbly here on this track. They've only got themselves to blame. This is a good batting wicket, this one. No excuses tonight.
Bowled him! There you go! Richardson strikes.
They put the mock on him. David Warner's been cleaned up, looking to go aerial over mid-wicket. Richardson gets it right and knocks the top of the off stump over.
Big wicket for the Redbacks. They needed that. He'd been a bit shaky in those first couple of overs. Richardson, a couple of wides, but all of a sudden he's right on the money. That's a good delivery. Stood the seam up. A little bit of swing. Davey Warner trying to go deep to the onside. probably playing across the line. Ball just moved a little bit off the seam and crunches into that off stump and the end of Warner.
He was thinking of the shot against Hilton House at Bellareve.
It's a horrible shot, it really is. It's just a dirty slog across the line, and he'll rue that. 3.3 overs gone, 16 overs to bat, and we've got Jess down with Davey Warner.
Thanks, Dave. You got off to a flying start there.
Yeah, that's what we anticipated at the beginning there. You know, me and Dan to go hard early, and unfortunately I got out.
What were you aiming for when you slogged that six, the spies over there on the cathedral?
Yeah, exactly. I tried to get out of the ground, but it happens sometimes. You get them, sometimes you don't.
Hopefully get a partnership going here.
Yeah, hopefully we can, you know. Obviously Dan's on fire at the moment, so hopefully we can keep going.
And the total, what do you think you'll get to tonight?
Hopefully we can get to 160, 170, it'll be perfect.
Best of luck.
Thanks, Jess.
Well, it was exciting while it lasted, as always, from David Warner. Bill Jakes is the new batsman at the crease, and he gets a wide down the leg side.
Actually, I've been interested to see if that flicked the pad. Looked like it straightened up after it pitched. Yes, I don't know. I thought it might have just brushed his trousers. Look from behind. No, it's a wide. Good call.
Well, I heard a noise, so just assumed it flicked the pad.
Nicely played down the ground. They'll try and take a quick single. And there will be overthrows here. It'll race away for 4 odd, and this will be a 5 for New South Wales.
Oh, how's that? Phil Jakes was in trouble. He's not the quickest between the wickets, and he's hit and run, and the skipper Kling's had a peg at the stumps, and the man backing up, he slipped over, and it's gone for 5. Terrible result for the Redbacks.
Well, run out chance there. The direct hit might have been real close, and I'm not sure who was backing up, but that's a big mistake. And he just blocked the ball and got a 5. Easy as that.
Well, he's hit the deck there, line, backing it up. It was a wayward throw by Klinger. Probably missed by about 5 yards, and it was costly.
Down the leg side. That's a very ambitious appeal.
Well, hit the pads, didn't it? But slower ball, he's got quite a good slower ball, Kane Richardson, but yeah, probably need a couple of sets of stumps there to be close, AB.
Yeah, look, I don't know whether he would have hit leg stump on the next set. Yeah, give yourself an uppercut for that appeal, Kane Richardson. You'll get better shouts than that one.
Last ball of the 4th over. Slower ball once again, turned away by Smith, just for a single this time. And New South Wales going at an even 10 runs and over after 4. Aaron O'Brien replacing Adil Rashid with spin at the northern end.
A bit of mixed bag from Rashid, wasn't it? Well, it wasn't a mixed bag. He's bowled 2 overs for 21. There's the crowd. Looking pretty nervous too. Not much silverware in the cupboard for the Redbacks the last 10 or so years, so they're on edge. And pretty much full capacity that stand.
Yeah, well, the chapel stand over there, and it's, well, I think we're going to get a packed house tonight. Not too many spare seats. And it's a lot of good vantage points out there. The stands are well put together. You're close to the action, particularly on the sides there, and, well, plenty of action today.
Down, mate, down.
Took the ball, Smith. A little watchful on this one.
I don't think the Redbacks have won anything, have they, the last 10 years? We'll have to go back a bit further.
15 years, in fact. They won the Sheffield Shield in the summer of 95, 96. The era of Blewett and Lehman. Oh, and Smith almost playing it on.
You've got to be careful here with O'Brien. You basically treat him as a bowler who just shapes the ball in with his arm. He's not going to spin it, especially with the new ball. He's going to slide it in from off the leg, and that's how you've got to play him. The cut shot's a dangerous shot. No!
Another dot ball. First over this is from Aaron O'Brien.
Well, he has been such a key player for the Redbacks in recent seasons, particularly this year. And you know, handy with the bat, and with these left arm little sneakies, does a real good job.
Well, it will be a maiden over. What an over for the South Australians. They'll be on their feet and cheering that one.
You don't see too many maidens, and O'Brien's done a good job through the series so far. All the spinners, Rashid's got wickets as well.
And the spin theme is going to continue from the Bradman stand end. With Nathan Lyon coming on, a big shout first up. Jake's hit on the body. The Redbacks get no joy. What an X factor he has been. After coming across to Adelaide 5 months ago to take a job on the ground staff here at this famous venue. Yeah, a chance to be one of the key players in a final with plenty of cash and prestige. And of course they are off the Champions League tournament later this year in the first run for New South Wales in 8 balls. There's the appeal again, hitting outside the line as Greg Blewett and Brendan Julian joining. Confidence builder though for Lyon first up.
And for the spinners as well. O'Brien leading the way, and now Lyon has been the pick of the bowlers for the Redbacks. But they've worked together as a team quite well, their bowlers. After the Warner onslaught, they've done it well, the Redbacks.
And Smith giving himself some room. He'll pick up a single. And the family of Nathan Lyon have made the trek across from Young. They drove across to be here tonight to see him in the flesh in front of a very big crowd.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It's a magnificent occasion, and get to see your pride and joy out in the middle of the magnificent Adelaide Oval in front of a big crowd. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't actually open the bowling. They went with Rashid, but I just thought him to David Warner was a good matchup for South Australia.
Jake's going across as if he was going to swing it away to leg. Beaten by a beauty.
Beautiful flight this from Lyon. This has been the key to his bowling and the success of his 9 wickets so far in this competition. He's flighted the ball really well and got a bit of turn.
Bowled him! Lyon! It went straight on. And they have struck in a big way. 2 wickets. 2 for 42 New South Wales.
Oh, this kid's got something. That's just gone straight on. Phil Jakes expecting it to turn. And after a maiden from O'Brien, the Redbacks just starting to find their way into this game. It was a nervous start, but have a look at this delivery from Lyon. Was it just a bit of natural variation? It was. It's the off spinner, but it's just skidded on and hit the top of off.
That's right, didn't hit the seam, hit the letter of the ball. He just pushed it through a fraction quicker, but Phil Jakes just caught in no man's land. He was looking to cut it, feet didn't go anywhere, went on with the arm and clipped the off stump, and that's a big blow for the Redbacks. And all of a sudden now the Blues are stumbling around.
As we said, it only ever takes 1 wicket, especially with New South Wales, given what we've seen so far in the Big Bash this summer. And things can turn and change for them in a hurry as far as their batting is concerned. Moses Enriquez comes out with 1 ball left in this 6th over. This will be the last ball of the fielding restrictions. The power play will end after this. And Enriquez with a lot of overs to bat here tonight, batting at number 4. He'll get off the mark immediately with a single out towards square leg. But the last 2 overs, just 3 runs off it and a big wicket as well. Nathan Lyon, terrific start to his 4-over spell tonight.
All right, let's have a look at the first 6 overs. Plenty happening. This is in the first over. That was the very first ball. And then Smith went bang a couple of times off the bowling of Richardson. And talking of big hits, that went 102 metres. It was a leg spinner from Rashid onto the top of the roof, the chapel stands, and then Richardson got his man. So a couple of the New South Wales batsmen clean bowled. And it was all New South Wales early, but South Australia fighting back in the last couple of overs.
Yeah, Richardson picked up a wicket of Warner, and then Nathan Lyon of Phil Jakes. First 6 overs. Well, not good reading for the Blues. They started really well. They lost their first wicket at 33, but all of a sudden they've stumbled.
Enriquez only just got bat on it.
Jeez, that has gone on with the arm, and thankfully for Enriquez, a little inside edge.
How good's O'Brien been? Started with a maiden, and then he left the gate open, and you're right, just a little inside edge. And he's away, but that could have easily gone on to hit middle and leg stump.
Pace off the ball has been the key for the Redbacks.
As it has been throughout this Big Bash this summer. They've done it with spin and done it very well. Rashid was expensive early, but Ryan O'Brien, boy, the introduction of dare spin has turned this game on its head.
I think South Australia have always thought that if they can get through the first 6 overs, then they can really control things during the middle overs with their slower bowlers.
Enriquez trying to swing one over the top of cow corner. The bottom edge for a single.
Run rate's still pretty good, over 7 runs and over, but it's the wickets column. And in the experienced middle order, you've got Ben Roar, who's been in great form with Thornley, and then Sean Abbott. So then it falls away quite quickly for the Blues. So it's got to be a partnership now that the Blues need if they want to get to a reasonable target here.
Daniel Smith pushing it back past the bowler. Oh, they were coming in a hurry, the runs early on. Now they're coming in singles.
Yeah, you just feel like the pressure's building up on Smith a bit. He's 12 off 16, and he's just struggled a little bit. There's the batters to come for the Blues: Roar, Thornley, Abbott and Coit. So South Australia will know that Warner was the big wicket.
10 runs for Abbott, so that's a long tail.
Batting at number 7, plenty of pressure on the youngster, as you said. Shown too much with the bat so fast and had too many chances really to show what he can do.
Well, that's what finals are all about, though. Someone to stand up and play a little blinder. Could it be Ben Roar? Could it be Dominic Thornley? But at the moment, the Blues have scraped through to get to this position.
And Smith trying to open up a bit of space on the offside. Can't do that. 2 for 47. 7 overs gone.
2 for 48 here at the Adelaide Oval. Something to cheer for the Redbacks. Started this final well, and it's been the key bowling of Nathan Lyon. He's done the damage over the top, and had a beautifully placed there for Enriquez, and the 50 up for the Blues.
Yeah, class shot from Enriquez. Once again, Lyon just throwing it up. Bit of extra loop on this one. Really slowed it up, and Enriquez doing the right thing, getting down the track, getting to the pitch of the ball, smothering the spin, and pretty well fielded as well.
There he is down the pitch once again, beaten by the flight, though, of Lyon. Will take a leg by.
Well, it's been no secret that spinners have done a good job for the Redbacks to get them into this position, but you've still got to play it. And you can still set your plans to play spin, but execution is so vital.
Smith tucking one away down to the absent short fine leg position. Rashid is down there. They'll come back easily for 2.
It's a line. 1.5 total. The 1.5 overs, 1 for 9 for him. And O'Brien, 2 overs, no wicket for 5.
Enriquez doesn't get this past mid-off. Scored an important 34 off 27 balls against Queensland at the Gabba to really reignite New South Wales' campaign in the Big Bash. Now he tries to club one through the offside, but the man out there on the boundary will limit him to just the 1 run. 9 off the over, 2 for 57. And here's Enriquez just nudging one away on the offside for a single, and that's how they've been coming for the most part in the last 3 or 4 overs.
Well, the Redbacks have bowled well to their field. That's what they've done. And Christian's got his 3rd man up, so it allows him to have another one in the deep at mid-wicket, straight mid-wicket and square leg and mid-on. So the leg side is packed.
And Smith, don't worry about the leg side. Here's a chance coming around. Oh, the Lion didn't get close to it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, the reason why he didn't get close to it was because it wasn't his catch. It was closer to Richardson, who was coming in or coming around from long on, and for some reason it was left to Lyon, and he had too much to do in the end.
Well, Richardson just stood there and watched it. It was like watching a train crash, because he knew that Lyon was never going to get there, but he thought, well, he's still coming, he hasn't called me out.
I can't imagine what Kane Richardson was thinking there.
Yeah, maybe he just saw out of his peripheral vision. He saw Lyon and just thought that he was going to get to it, but I'm not sure. It was probably a fair bit of noise as well, so I'm not sure whether they were both calling. They looked at each other momentarily.
Oh, been a big breakthrough once again for the Redbacks. This one a single out to Nathan Lyon. And you consider the fact that the sou'wester tonight is blowing the ball away from Nathan Lyon as he was trying to track it down. It was even more so Richardson's catch.
Well, it's a difficult one because if you see the ball go up in the outfield and you call it straight away, then the other person thinks, okay, I'll let you have it. I'll come in for support, but it's all yours.
Smith just nudging this one, thinking of two, but touches the short boundary out there. Hard to get a two on that side towards the western boundary here at Adelaide.
Tell you what, we've seen some outfield catches go down in the last 5 or 6 games. It's been unbelievable. Isn't it? Averaging about 3 per game out in the deep. It's not as if they've been difficult catches, but pressure of the situation got to some of the players.
Last ball of this over. Enriquez, nice drive down the ground, but again just for a single. 7 off. It could have been a lot better for the Redbacks. New South Wales 2 for 64. And hit hard, but one bouncer out there to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. Ryan's been very good, 1 for 12 so far off his 2.1.
Get the feeling Smith's going to go for it again here. 19 from 22. He's been out there a while now, over half an hour. He's thinking this is it. Square leg sweep shot.
Down the ground he comes. Hit deep. A chance. Oh, forget the chance. It is over the top for 6.
And that's what they needed, the Blues. He knew it. He thought, well, I got dropped the over before I didn't quite middle it. If I get something in the middle of the bat, it should carry the fence, and it does. The 151 clicks over.
Once again, Lyon has the courage to throw it up. And on this occasion, it was more of a top spinner, wasn't it? And not a lot of spin there. A bit more overspin. And Smith, oh, get over. Get up.
And it did. Here he comes again, and the result is going to be the same. Back-to-back Zacks.
Well, Nathan Lyon's the one that dropped him the over before. Now he's paying the price. Obviously not Redback supporters because he picked up some cash in the outfield. A shake of the head from Nathan Lyon. 13 off this over so far.
Yeah, he's just gone with the angle of the ball and just the flick of the wrist.
Does he give this one some flight? It certainly turned, and Smith will take one, and that should be all.
Good batting. Pushed hard. Thought there might be 2 there, but to get Dan Smith down the other end, 2 sixes already, take a bit of a breather.
Well, it's just what they needed, New South Wales. The innings was just stuttering along after a good start, led by Warner. And now, all of a sudden, Smith 32 off 25, so his strike rate's taking a bit of a hit.
Oh, that one was lofted up as well, and Enriquez takes it over the top of cover.
Beautiful shot. 18 off this over so far. That's how quickly it could turn around in the Big Bash. His partnership 40 from 24. Clean hitting from Enriquez. Too much width. He gave himself a bit of room. He slotted it away.
Yeah, just a fraction full on that occasion from Lyon.
Oh, an edge and put down. What an eventful over for New South Wales. They're at the halfway mark. They're 2 for 82. Here he is, taking one off middle stump from Dan Christian. They work it away for a single. And they're on track at the moment with this current run rate of posting a score around about 160.
Let's have a look at Dan Christian. Very tidy over, change of pace, nice and straight. Had a drop catch in the first over. And he's looked good.
Full and then some to Enriquez this time, and they'll come back for a second. Good running by Daniel Smith in particular.
Yeah, always 2 there. Plenty of gaps mid-wicket area, especially on the leg side in front of square leg. And if you hit it with the right pace on the ball, you can come back for 2.
Enriquez trying to blast one through the offside once again. This one doesn't clear the circle.
It's amazing how quickly he can turn around. The last 4 or 5 overs, the Blues looked like they were struggling. 1 or 2 overs just turns around so quickly. Lyons bowled his 3 overs now. He's gone for 29.
Well, drop catch was costly, wasn't it? You get a new batsman in the crease, you've got to start all over again.
Get some room this time to free his arms up. A chase out there in the deep. Hayden Blizzard coming around, makes it just a single.
We're into the 11th over and they've got 86 on the board now. All of a sudden they're thinking, yeah, 160 we can do. 3 or 4 overs ago they're thinking, okay, maybe 140. So they'll be pushing for 179, 10 and over, going home.
Oh, no. Oh, off the QN perhaps from Daniel Smith. He was way in front of that one. Then Graham Manu comes through. He's kicked a goal and given away a run.
Now, what's going on out there? The Redbacks are throwing away runs. That's probably the 5th run they've given away. There was 4 overthrows earlier, and that was off the toe end, you're right. And Graham Manu's come through, and he's kicked it to nobody. Not sure if he kicked it or through it, but whatever he did, it was a terrible piece of work. Oh, he's kicked it. What is he doing?
He's trying to bend it like Beckham. Thinks he's Mitchell Johnson. There's a chip out to mid-wicket by Daniel Smith. 11 overs gone, 2 for 89. Adil Rashid back into the attack, bowling his 3rd over. Aiming it down the leg side, and Smith was headed that way as well, cramping for room.
These two bat well together because Smith dominantly likes to go to leg side and Enriquez likes to go offside. So difficult for the bowler to set his field and adjust his lines, but they're both complementing each other really well. Partnership 48 from 32. Run rate's really been up since they've got together.
Enriquez also making some room, hitting it straight to the man at point. There's a chance at the non-striker's end.
He'd be disappointed at Enriquez because he got into position beautifully to cut this, but straight to the man at point. He didn't quite get it off the bat either. That was touch and go.
Christian has a great arm, as we've seen all summer. A straight one again, and this one once more to Christian. And there was not even a hint they were going to try and steal a run that time.
Don't throw it or don't kick it anywhere. That's what Redbacks have got to do. They've given away too many overthrows. 5 overthrows already tonight. But Christian's doing a good job there at backward point.
If it goes in the air, catch it.
Ooh. The big wrong in there, and he didn't pick it, but he got plenty of time to pick it off the pitch.
Well, that's right. It was short enough. Enriquez thought, oh, geez, I've got to adjust these. He's done well to get bat on that.
He was lining up for a cut shot, and it was the off spinner or the roll. I'm not quite sure, but it came back.
Oh, now Smith going out to the leg side. 4 runs again. What an innings this is from the opener.
Wow, what a shot. Sweetly timed. Went across the stumps. He knew that if he missed this, he was gone. It would have been out LBW, but Rashid can't believe it. Dan Smith chancing his arm, put it away beautifully.
Yeah, it was full and straight, and Smith, he set up for that shot early on, didn't he? Showed the stumps right back in his crease, but hit it well.
Fuller one this time from Rashid. Hit hard down the ground, but the man at long off will make it just the one. 7 off the over. A bit and over from Rashid. After 12, New South Wales 2 for 96. An overthrow off the boot.
And a sore toe.
Could have broken his big toe, couldn't he?
Good first ball from Christian in this 13th over.
He's bowling well. He's bowling really well, Christian. They just haven't backed him up the field. Good change of pace. The off spinner was the drop catch.
Wide. It could have been called a wide. It had been let go by Smith, or they're thinking to. Certainly Enriquez was, but Smith was slow to turn.
Well, I think it was Enriquez's fault. He wasn't running that first one hard, and he was going to the danger end. That was 2 any day of the week. They've got to be on the ball there, the Blues batting. It was definitely a 2. Enriquez is going half pace, really.
No, they missed out on one there.
And full and hit for another single by Enriquez. edging up towards 100. There's plenty of overs still in hand, and the run rate just under 8 per over.
Christian into his third, no wicket for 16. It's been good accurate bowling, full and straight, and a good change of pace.
Oh, no!
Oh, swing and a miss at a slower ball. Really pulled the string on that at just 105 Ks per hour, Dan Christian. Daniel Smith, having batted for this long now, holds the key to a big total for New South Wales. If he goes on, you figure they make in excess of 160, 170. But if he gets out soon, then they may struggle.
What about the comment? Oh, no. He called it early. Knew he was going to miss it.
Oh, quicker one, and he's out! He knew that, Dan Smith, straight away. He walked across the crease. Good bowling from Dan Christian. He knows that straight and full is the key here at the Adelaide Oval. But for Dan Smith, superb innings. Plumb in front, though.
Yeah, handy little knock comes to an end, and it's a vital wicket for the Redbacks. Dan Christian, full and straight, and you wouldn't get a plumber LBW than that. Caught right in front, walking across his crease, and that's hitting on off stump, canning right in the middle stump, and the big fella's gone. Dan Christian gets the breakthrough.
No cry of oh no for that one, but jubilation here for the Redbacks. They needed it big time.
Well, Dan, a 56-run partnership out there with Moses, a really important partnership at that point.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think it's very two-paced. It's starting to get a bit tight, obviously, with the game before it, and apparently there's a couple of games before. Hopefully we can post a decent score and defend it later.
Yeah, they're certainly putting a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, they're bowling okay. With 7 wickets in the sheds with about 10 or so overs to go, I think we'll get a score that we'll definitely be able to defend, and hopefully we'll win the final.
Best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
Good innings from Daniel Smith, 43 off 35. Ben Rohrer is out there now, a lefty-righty combination for the Blues, who are 3 for 98 with 7 overs remaining. The handy man to come in at this stage of the innings for New South Wales is Ben Rohrer. He has 2 47 scores in this Big Bash summer, 47 off 29 against the Tigers at ANZ Stadium. He just about got them home that night when they lost by 2 runs. And he scored 47 off 25 against Queensland at the Gabba. A win up there against the Bulls. They will come back for a 2 this time.
Yeah, it's 100 up, and Enriquez is the key now. If the Blues are going to make a big score, he is the key. That's Dan Smith trying to work the ball behind square leg. That was plumb. Good bowling, the Yorker. But Enriquez, if he stays there, the Blues get a big total.
Gee, that's a gutsy shot, that. Aaron O'Brien just thinking, oh, how's that not gone through to hit the stumps? He's giving himself a lot of room. A risky shot. But it's good enough. Hits the ball well. And another one, and beautifully bowled. Aaron O'Brien just following Enriquez. He knows he likes to give himself a bit of room through that offside. Didn't let him free his arms.
He's bowled well, hasn't he, O'Brien? 2.3 overs, none for 8. Just gives nothing away. He bowls stump to stump. He bowls flat and quick. Got good control. And doesn't bowl any bad balls. That's the key to his bowling. You've got to play a good shot to get a boundary.
A change for Rohrer.
This is the accuracy of O'Brien to the right hand. Look at that red area there, just right on a good length. Quick through the air as well. Not a lot of turn. And the Blues hadn't been able to jump all over him at all. No wicket for 8, 2.3.
Back over the wicket. There is the ram shot from Rohrer. He absolutely loves it. He's coming back for a second. A chance here. A dive. And Manu took off the bails, but he was home.
I cannot believe he's made that, Ben Rohrer. I thought he was gone for all money. It wasn't far from the stumps. Dan Christian's got a rocket arm. Good fieldsman. And he dived from about 4 yards out, didn't he, Rohrer? That's a great effort.
The dive was unbelievable. Must have been practicing that, a bit like the ramp shot. Look at him turn here. And then, yeah, he's gone for it. I cannot believe he's hit that on the money. Direct hit, it was gone.
Catch it.
This time over the head of the man at mid-off. There's a chase to the rope, but the ball will win it.
That's a good shot from Roar. He saw that mid-off was up inside the circle. Didn't overhit it, did he? Just tried to chip it over mid-off and he got the job done. And didn't hit it hard, but nice bit of placement.
Strike rate in this comp this year, 143. For a guy coming in at 5 and 6, that is very good.
The half ramp this time, the paddle around the corner. And this time he will take just the single.
Looking forward to that, heading back down to Hobart. I think it's the 4th time in about a week. The Tigers and the Bushrain is always a good competition.
You get discounted seafood down there on the docks these days?
Straight to Muir's for a seafood, BJ. You love it.
They love us down there, don't they? Well, you're a big fan of the Kilpatrick and the Naturals. You get about 4 dozen there last time.
Really? He told us only 3 dozen of them worked. Here's Christian. Slower ball. And well fielded out there at point. Good stop by Aaron O'Brien.
Good batting here. 3 for 109. 14 overs completed. They've got to be aiming for 160. Henriquez is still there. They can get it.
Yeah, 10 and over, 167. That's what they've got to be aiming for at least. And possibly higher, depending on Henriquez.
Oh, across the crease. He took a chance again there, but what a chance it's worked out to be for Henriquez and the Blues.
Well, that's a great shot. It wasn't far off being a very good delivery. It's a Yorker. And Henriquez, a bit like Dan Smith, just came across his crease, didn't he? But he got bat on it and whipped it away.
He's gone for the Yorker, as you said, Junior. But what about the power from Henriquez? Held his nerve and just flicked it off his toes. The man at deep square, no chance. Tommy Cooper. This is a vital innings here from Henriquez. 29 now from 25.
Might repeat the dose. This one a bit squarer. And it will be just a single out there to Cooper. He gets a chance in the lineup tonight with Callum Ferguson on Australian duty for the one-dayer in Perth tomorrow. And Henriquez edging up towards his top score this summer in the Big Bash of 34.
Tommy Cooper on screen there before. He's from Lismore. I was up in Lismore yesterday, BJ, at a coaching clinic, and his younger brother actually looks a very good player. He's only about 12 years of age, but very happy with Tommy Cooper's form, the Lismore people.
Roar going high and over the top of the infield, and it will go a long way again. 6 more runs for New South Wales.
What about Ben Roar? That was just a flick of the wrist. Henriquez has just said, "Mother, I can't believe how well you've timed this." Over the leg side, cleared the front foot a little bit. But wow, what about the timing?
Shot of the day so far. Ben Roar has come to the crease. Only faced 6 balls, but all 6 of them have hit the middle of the bat, and that's just a flick. Use the wind. I mean, you've got to hit with the wind and be smart with your batting, and he's done that, and it's gone all the way.
Now he gets a chance to really open the shoulders with a cut. He finds the field, and he'll take just a single, but 12 off the first 4 balls.
Disappointed at Ben Roy. He knows that was short and wide there for the taking. It was a change of pace from Dan Christian, but just did not put it away. Third man was up as well. Oh.
It was so wide. I think that was the problem. He couldn't quite control the line he wanted to hit it because it was so wide. And got away with that, Christian.
Henriquez hitting one into the ground. A crowd catch. They went up in the stands. But it's a single for Henriquez. 5 overs to go. New South Wales 3 for 122. The average score in the last 10 games in the first innings here at Adelaide is 163. Henriquez again getting a full toss, and he just about clubbed it flat for a 6.
Well, he's getting absolutely smashed here. Lyon, who come in with such great form, don't get a lot of turn when they land about here, AB.
No, he hasn't quite got it right tonight. He's got the wicket early on, but he's just lost his way in the last few overs. This is a well struck, went flat all the way. That's bounced just before the rope. 4 runs.
It'll be a 4, confirmed by the third umpire. Now Henriquez going to the leg side.
What about the bat speed there from Henriquez? If he hits it, it's going to go miles. And good partnership so far, 28 off just 15 deliveries.
Plenty of courage, Nathan Lyon. He keeps giving them some air. Pushes this one through a little bit, and well played by Enriquez. Runs here and more than one.
Yeah, smart cricket, wasn't it? Oh, there's going to be a run out. Good throw, and he's gone. Oh, what a mix-up. He was gone for all money. And somehow the Redbacks conspired to muck it up.
I just put the mic down and retired for 2 runs. What was happening there? Richardson doing the fielding. All of a sudden there's 2 Blues batsmen down one end. Manu has to go wide because of the batsman running down the pitch. All happening was.
Well, given his footwork earlier on, he might have been a better chance had he kicked it. Don't know that Enriquez could believe Rohrer was coming back. He is an absolute hair between the wickets, Ben Rohrer. And here he goes again, swinging on away to the leg side. Straight to the man, though. Cooper takes the catch. And Rohrer is gone.
Tommy Cooper takes that pretty easily. Excellent cameo, though, from Ben Rohrer. He's such a resourceful player, quick between the wickets, but it's also his innovation with the bat. This time he would have liked a little bit more extra turbo power and not getting it right in the middle of the bat and finding out Tommy Cooper. So Lyon wins that battle.
Yeah, the slog sweep didn't quite get it out of the middle of the bat. That's the shorter side of the boundaries today. Tommy Cooper, he's got a good pair of hands on him, doesn't miss those. And that's a good wicket.
Well, Ben, you look like you're in a hurry out there.
Yeah, this stage of the innings, it's pretty much you can't take any balls up, so disappointing to miss that one. It was in my area, so what can you do?
Bit of a mix-up out there too. That was a close call.
Yeah, Mo and I have had a few over the season. Luckily, haven't been run out yet, but he got away with another one.
Moses ticking along nicely out there.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball beautifully. He's keeping nice and still, which is his plans, and he's working well.
Total, what do you think you'll get to?
Well, hopefully we can get the 160. 160 plus should be competitive, especially in the final.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Ben Rohrer with Jessica Yates at the New South Wales bench. Still have 4.2 overs to come, and the Blues 4 for 129. Dominic Thornley has come to the crease as he was listed at number 6. And Enriquez making some room for himself. He'll pick up just a single, and there is Thornley about to be on strike. Not known as a thrasher, but it is time to go.
Yep, certainly so. Plenty of experience for Dom Thornley coming in at the end of this tournament, but what an impact he can have in a final. And Lyon once again picking up wickets as he has throughout this series.
One more ball left here for Nathan Lyon. It's been expensive tonight, but has 2 wickets, 11 now for the Big Bash. It's been a great audition. We'll wait and see how much more game time he gets for the Redbacks in the games remaining this summer. 4 overs left. New South Wales 4 for 130. Richardson back into the attack, full and outside the off stump, straight to the fieldsman off Enriquez's bat. Another wild throw. No overthrow this time. There have been some tonight.
They haven't been at their absolute best, the Redbacks tonight. A couple of sloppy pieces of fielding. The catch goes down. But overall, they keep themselves in the hunt. 160, they'll probably be comfortable with that. It's about a par score, we think, on this surface. So on track for that sort of total.
And imagine Thornley's role here, try and turn over the strike and get Enriquez back at the striker's end. Oh, slower ball, what a delivery from Richardson.
It's not all about brute force fast bowling. Bowlology dictates a change of pace every now and again, and wasn't that total deception from Richardson. The experienced Thornley wound up to hit through the offside, and he had no idea what was going on. Let's have a look at the release. It was the leg spinner, and it got a bit of overspin. Brilliant bowling, AB.
Yeah, just balks you. You set yourself for the quicker ball to hit down the ground or through the offside, and just get balked with the, as you see the ball coming down. You've been deceived by the slower one. Very good delivery. And then Dom Thornley.
Gozza there crashes to the ground. Thornley quickly departs and brings in Sean Abbott. Plenty of pressure here on the 18-year-old coming in with still almost 4 overs to go.
I tell you, Richardson's been a good inclusion, hasn't he, for the Redbacks? What I've liked about their season is they've won a lot of games, obviously, but they've lost Pollards and Callum Ferguson's, and their replacements have been ready to go. So as this young man on screen has to be ready to go, Abbott. And at worst, he can get bat on ball, rotate the strike. And Moses Henriquez, who's on 40, deserves some strike.
First ball, he just glides one down to third man to get off the mark straight away. Sean Abbott from the Parramatta Club in Sydney. Spent some time with the Australian team during the 5th test of the SCG. He was the replacement for Doug Bollinger, who went from 12th man back to state duty. Kane Richardson has bowled and picked up wickets in the last 3 games for the Redbacks.
Good work from the young man too, just 19 years of age.
Here is Henriquez, and plenty of lumber on that, but straight to the man on the cover boundary.
Just feel if they are going to get over 160, Henriquez really needs to get going. It's been a fine innings, 41 off 33, but he's found the fieldsman a lot. For him to go that next level, can he get it through the gaps over cover and mid-wicket? That's the test for that man on screen.
Richardson has 1 over to bowl after this. O'Brien has 1 more. Likewise, Rashid. Full toss and edge. A chase for Rashid. He got a hand on it and did well to stop it from going for 4. Pick up 2. He saved a couple right there.
Oh, that's a ripper piece of fielding this. He's put the big ones in. It was always past him. Sticks the left Duke out. And then an excellent throw. Just the recovery here to get up quickly back to the ball, because they were going to come back for a third. And just a ripper throw. That's good work.
He's enjoyed his time playing for South Australia. World leading wicket taker in county cricket last season. There's so much variety. We'll wait and see what he does in his last over. Here's Abbott again, beating Rashid, who was up inside the circle this time. It won't go for 4. O'Brien will track it down, but they'll pick up more runs. Good over for New South Wales, despite losing the wicket. 3 to go, 5 for 138. It's quite a sight, isn't it? The famous old ground with the brand new grandstand on the western side. Adding so much to the capacity here. Put almost 40,000 fans into the Adelaide Oval these days, and I guess we'll be up around the 30,000 tonight. There's the card for New South Wales. Warner was going quickly early on. Bowled by Richardson. Terrific ball. A big slog he went for. Daniel Smith 43 off 35, and Henriquez 41 off 33. They've been the mainstays of this innings. 3 overs to come for New South Wales, and 2 of them to be bowled by spinners, including this one by Aaron O'Brien. Good ball first up.
Geez, he's a good player these days, Aaron O'Brien. He's made himself so attractive to the selectors. Handy with this off-spin, very good with the bat. Took a brilliant catch down in Hobart, probably the catch of the season at mid-wicket. Very valuable member of this Redback lineup, reaching the final. But he just comes around and he just doesn't give any width for the right-handers to get going. And Henriquez, if he does go, generally looks over mid-wicket.
Yeah! Swing and a miss by Henriquez, and there you go. O'Brien strikes again.
Excellent bowling once again. O'Brien does the job, does left arm orthodox spin, and getting the ball up and full. Henriquez trying to get across the stumps to hit the ball hard and high over that onside. Misses and loses his off stump. And a big blow for the Redbacks. This is a good wicket for them. And the Blues, they just stagger a little bit at the end of their innings.
He made 41 off 34. They needed him to stay there and bat out the overs. He's done a good job to get his team to this point.
He certainly has. Moses, a very conscientious knockout there. You've really put the Blues in a great position.
yeah, it was a bit of a shame to get out of there. It would have been nice to guide them home a little bit and sort of get another 25 or 30 in the last couple of overs. But hopefully Sean and Scott can do that for us now.
Your highest score of the Big Bash, what a stage to do it on.
Yeah. I mean, it was a long time coming. I'm still only 40, but yeah, certainly got to start converting some of the starts into some bigger scores.
Best of luck out there.
Thanks, Jess.
You see him with the ball in hand. The New South Wales are fielding. The new man out there is Scott Coit, playing tonight after his sister Sarah was part of the New South Wales team against Victoria in the women's final, which the Spirit won, of course. Went down to the last ball. There is Scott Coit. He'll be a key ingredient with the ball also. The New South Wales are bowling in the very near future.
Well, we saw him there chatting to his sister during the women's game. But he'll be looking for a change of fortunes for New South Wales in the men's final.
Full length ball to Wabbit. Can't get it past the man at mid-on. First dot ball of this, second dot ball can include the wicket, of course. Now Coit gets a chance. And we're going to take a look at this to see there's a run-out chance here for South Australia. It's the quietest run-out appeal you've ever heard.
Well, we sort of missed this one, haven't we? Just the bat's stuck, and did that hit the stumps? Sure, when the bails have been removed, but with the bat sticking in the ground there's half a chance, isn't there?
Once again, we're not going to see from that angle, but this would be ludicrous if Coit is run out with his bat 10 metres behind him in the end.
Boy, the Greens are really holding here at the Adelaide Oval. We'll need another angle to confirm whether he's in or out. Sean Abbott standing by, wondering what's going on, as are the Redbacks. I don't know whether we're going to see much on this angle here. Well, the bails eventually come off, we know that much. This angle will give us a look at it. No, not a direct hit. And, oh boy, it's close.
I think the heel's just down, isn't it? Heel is just down as the bails are removed.
That's a lot closer than you would have wanted. Just coming back into play. And it looks like the heel is down over the line.
At worst, you'd have to say benefit of the doubt. Past game's a good game. He's safe. Let's go. Now, third umpire, Nick Martell, is up in the box tonight. He's not taking any chances with this one. Tells you absolutely nothing, that particular angle. The head-on one was the best one, and it looked like he was safe, as we said, if not benefit of the doubt at worst for Scotty Coit. The crowd getting restless, as I'm sure you are at home.
Oh, about at home, we are here. It's safe. Let's get on with it.
Yes, well, the Marshal, he knew a long time ago was not out, and finally gets the chance to fire a few bullets. Wonder where he's aiming. I have a few suggestions. Yeah, just about back underway, which is a good thing. Abbott on strike. And this one outside the off stump, they're going. A wild throw, a good one. Would have had Coit in trouble again.
You wouldn't want another third umpire referral, not consecutive deliveries. You imagine there'll be a lot of quick running between the wickets in these last couple of overs. They can't dissect this Redback inner circle, which has been backing their bowlers all series, really. It's been excellent on the bowler's execution, but the fielding as a group's been great.
He's had only the one innings in the Big Bash, Scott Coit. It's a chance tonight with an edge. They'll come back for a second. They were thinking a third. Abbott says no, stay there. That'll do us. 5 off the over. O'Brien's figures off for 1 for 20. New South Wales 6 for 143. A few clouds around, but what a sight it is looking out to the west here over the top of Adelaide Oval. A bit of a sou'wester blowing. It's been a cool old day after there have been some scorches in recent times here in the city of churches. And the crowd enjoying these comfortable conditions tonight with Kane Richardson coming back on to bowl the second last over, which would leave the last over to Adil Rashid to bowl his Hines variety out the New South Wales batsman.
The Doc can roll the arm over as well, but Rashid, you'd think, would get that honour you'd like, that bowling right at the death. Richardson's done a good job. He's picked up a couple of wickets. But can they find the boundary here, Coit and Abbott? It's their one chance of accelerating over 160.
Hit solidly back down the ground. Maybe too well for a second. Abbott is going to come back down and put the pressure on the field. The throw wasn't bad. The umpire has said not out.
Yeah, I don't know whether he gathered the ball cleanly. And Richardson, really strong throw. And well, he did have the ball, but comfortably home. Good pace those last few strides.
They'll take on these Redback fielders rather. Another one into a similar position. Abbott turning and coming back. Oh, a starter! Oh! Might have cost him in the end. He hesitated. It could have been vital had the throw been a direct hit.
Yeah, direct hit. He might have been on his way. Abbott looks like he's a fine athlete, and he puts his head down and gets in and out pretty quickly, and then just double sure guesses himself there. But geez, he made up ground.
Taking a look at that, I'd say he was just home had the ball hit the stumps. 5 off the first 3, and again down the ground, this time off the bowler, and they'll pick up just the 1.
Yeah, we're heading for that 160 mark, aren't we? That's about the predicted score. And it's been about the average. Sides batting first here. So, yes, interesting times ahead.
The last 2 times New South Wales have played the Redbacks here at Adelaide, they've scored 168 and 161. Both were winning totals. And thereabouts again here tonight. We've seen what's happened with teams batting second this year, crumbling under the pressure, although the Redbacks are last start winners, batting second. That was a very good shout by Richardson.
Well, watching it live, looked pretty adjacent, slower ball. So, have another look at that one to get confirmation.
Let's have a look. I reckon that's hitting middle on leg. I know it's the leg break from Richardson, but he looks like he's not happy, feels aggrieved, and from that replay there, you could back him. Now there is some confusion here. He's gone off as his over's finished, and the score is indicating there's still one to come, boss.
Well, you can't fool Laurie Colliver, right on top of things as per usual. And he said, gentlemen, umpires, you have one more delivery in this over. Probably confused after the not out ball and the shout. Boy, it looked very good. This is the last ball of the 19th, and there's the wicket. He got one eventually and edged straight through to Manu.
It's a zinging wicket too, was 141 Ks, and LB, he was unlucky. This time taking the umpire out of it to a degree. Coit trying to swing it as hard as he could, and all he could do was get an outside edge through to the safe hands, Graham Manu.
Yeah, good result, wasn't it? Get that last ball in, takes the wicket. So at the end of Coit, Kane Richardson's done a pretty good job. He's got his third wicket. Coit's gone for 8. The score 7 for 150.
Rashid. Short one first up, just pushed into the covers by Abbott. They'll take just a single.
But he's got good variety, AB. And for youngsters that haven't played a lot of cricket, is it going to be the leg spinner, is it the off spinner, or maybe the wrong one?
Yes, he's an interesting character, isn't he? The way he mixes up those deliveries. It must be very hard to sort of set yourself against as a batsman, because the leg spinner loops out a little more. He's got a wrong one, and then he's got the balls that come out of the front of the hand. And with the variation in pace, it's an interesting customer.
He'll bowl one at 75 Ks and the next one 105 Ks. Really mixes it up. 5 balls to go in the over. A chip over the top with the ram shot from Cummins, and they'll pick up at least a couple.
I wasn't predicting that one. I thought the big quick would be going straight down, back over Rashid's head or over mid-wicket. That's a nice little innovative shot.
Usually shot first ball to your face, isn't it? Get the ramp out. Full of confidence, these young kids.
Tell you, on the back of his bat, it says chaos. Are we going to see that this ball?
We might see someone. He's bowling a big appeal. It was pretty close. Not out again. They've had no luck with the LBs. There was no ramp there.
Well, that one lastly was looped up a little more, so the slogging tail ender couldn't help himself.
Oh, this one, a flick on by Manu. And would you believe in the last over, 2 dot balls in a row?
No, it's good bowling, isn't it, from the leg spinner? Throwing it up, slightly shorter, taking out the slog sweep. And Cummings not sure how to play that. It would have been good to just get some bat on ball. Get someone else down the other end.
This is a great response from Rashid after going for a few runs early on. Chance to swing this time, popped up. It should be a catch. The man out there on the boundary is underneath it. Dan Harris, with those safe hands, takes it. And what an over this has been for the Redbacks and Adil Rashid.
It's been a wily over, hasn't it? Good deception and change of pace from Rashid. Kept the batsman guessing with what delivery was coming down. Cummings trying to go over the boundary, but all he could do was lob it up. An easy catch for the dog.
Yeah, Dr. Dan doesn't miss these ones. Good bowling from Rashid. This time just a little bit more flight, a little bit of spin, and catches the top edge. And, Dan Harris does the rest. Comfortable catch in the outfield. And some good cricket all round from the Redbacks. They've fought back well.
And he will be opening up in a short while, Dan Harris. For the moment, we have 1 ball left, and it will be a swing and a miss from Abbott. Off the last ball, just 3 runs from the final over and a wicket. And to win their first ever Big Bash Championship, the Redbacks will need 154 when they come out to bat.
Now they've underachieved at the end there, the Blues, losing 5 cheap wickets. Michael Klinger will be feeling pretty happy about himself. At some stage when Smith and Henriquez were going, 170, 180 was on the cards, AB, but quite rightly clapping his bowlers who all put in tonight.
Oh, most definitely. At the start, the Blues had 170 plus was on the cards. So it just feels a little bit short of par for me, 153. It is runs on the board, and that does count for something. But overall, the Redbacks leaving the field will be quite comfortable in this run chase.
There's the card for New South Wales. The 2 standouts, the 43 runs from Daniel Smith, opening in conjunction with David Warner. And, of course, 41 by Moses Henriquez. Will 153 be enough? It might be a couple short, although trying to chase 167 to win last year in the final. The Redbacks were bowled out for 118. The bowling, the pick of them, Kane Richardson.
No, the youngster's done well, hasn't he, since coming into the team? He's nice and tall, bowls good in-swingers. The spin trio, Rashid, O'Brien and Lyon, all picked up their wickets. O'Brien, probably the best of those bowlers, and Dan Christian, as always, mixing up his medium paces with some cutters, did a fine job.
Who's going to play it best under pressure? That's what it's going to come down to, with the bat, executing his shots, bowling, getting those Yorkers, bounces, slow balls in the right spot, and the fieldsmen. They're going to be the ones under pressure in front of the home crowd here, the Blues, out in the fence.
And one for the umpires as well. Let's hope that they keep composed, Junior. And Michael Klinger, plenty of experience, the captain of this Redbacks lineup, had to rotate the bowlers as he has done all series and did a very good job. And he'll be facing up against Stuart Clark, who has been miserly with his economy rate, 5.67. Outstanding so far, the skipper.
The Redbacks needing 154 and Clark to get us underway. Good ball first up, doing a bit off the pitch, down the leg side. And perhaps a worrying first delivery for the Redbacks batsmen, given the sort of form that Clark has been in.
Yeah, he's just decking that ball either way off the seam. He hits a good length. And no easy runs against Stewie Clark. This new ball might just nibble around a bit. It's a fresh night here in Adelaide, so we might see some swing and seam, Flem.
Yeah, he's only had one delivery, so he's only seamed it one way so far, June.
A swing and a wide one, an edge over the top. Cummins will come around to field it, and Harris and the Redbacks get off the mark with 2.
And Stuart Clark, well, we know he owns the doorway to departure just outside off stump to the right-hand batsman. And Junior, yeah, not too many half volleys there, and not too many too short either.
No, great control through that 6 to 8 metre mark. He hits it pitch hard. He rolls his fingers across the seam every now and then. He can seam it both ways, Flem.
Oh, back over the bowler's head. Could have easily gone back to Clark, or just as simply gone to Scott Coit.
That ball seemed to go straight for me.
Right, leave funny stuff to me, Flem. But there's a bit of a forehand sort of swat. So this new ball, its first 5 or 6 overs are going to be vital to see which way the game goes. If the Redbacks get off to a flyer, they'll be well on their way. But if the Blues can snag a wicket or two, it'll put the pressure right back on the batting side.
Klinger edging, maybe with some control, down to Cummins at third man, gets off the mark immediately.
And that's the leg seamer that Mark Waugh's been talking about. He saw the in-seam first ball. It was half an LB shout. And Junior, he has done it both ways.
Indeed, Clem. And just bounced a bit as well. Good tall action, Stewie Clark. Got a slip in place. He's about at third slip for that sort of delivery.
Harris picking out Dave Warner just behind point. He opened up with 20 runs in 18 balls, Dan Harris, against New South Wales here in their first game of the Big Bash. They made 14 against the Bushrangers, but exploded after that. 70 against the Warriors, 45 against the Bulls, 66. A punishing win over the Tigers down there at Bellareve, and then 41 off 35 in their last outing at the MCG.
Tell you what, you just sense real arm wrestle here in this first over. There's finals pressure out there between some experienced batsmen and a wonderful Australian bowler.
Last ball of the first over gets clubbed back down the ground. Scott Coit will give up the chase. 4 runs off the final ball and 8 in the first over for the Redbacks.
Yeah, good finish by Harris to that over. It was a good over for Stewie Clark up until that last delivery. And Daniel Harris, well, we've been talking about the form he's been in, and he's done well so far, hasn't he? 259 runs at 80, at 51. Strike rate around 140. He's been good at the top of the order. Pugnacious player. hits the ball quite hard for a little fella, but he's a good all-round player, Daniel Harris. Good runner between wickets. And he reads the game well. So they'd like some more of that tonight, the Redbacks.
And also to go against his form in Shield cricket in the Ryobi Cup, which has been poor. So he's come out despite that form coming into this series and getting a couple of little scores along the way and then unleashed in the last 4 innings. And he's been one of the main reasons that the Redbacks are in the final. And for New South Wales, haven't they unearthed a young superstar here, the 17-year-old Cummings. 11 wickets in his 6 games and a good economy rate as well.
And bowling down Breeze here tonight. Up in the block hole first up. Had it going at 147, 148 down there at Hobart in the prelim final.
He did indeed. He's got a zinger there first up as well, 140. He gets good bounce as well. He's got a strong action, hits the pitch hard, hustles onto the bat. He's got a good off spinner as well, a good change of pace.
A little bit of gamesmanship from Redbacks coach Darren Berry in the lead up to this game, saying that Cummins perhaps might be a little bit unnerved by the big crowd and the big occasion. Here's another good shot straight back down the ground. Couple of lovely drives from South Australia to get this chase underway.
No nerves with Michael Klinger. That's in his hitting zone, and he knew he didn't have to overhit that delivery. That's a half volley on middle stump, and it was just a punch straight down the ground. As long as he missed those 3 stumps, it was always going to go for 4. So Cummings is not swinging at the moment. Is he good enough and skillful enough at this age to be able to bring his length back a little bit and try and hit the splice of Michael Klinger's bat?
Really steaming in here, and again he pitched it up. The chance for a direct hit, perhaps put some pressure there on Klinger. Going to back himself by the looks of things to keep it up there in the driving zone.
Well, he's just steaming in, isn't he? Trying to bowl as quick as he can. He's just over pitching at the moment. Might be worth throwing in a bouncer there just to test out the middle of the pitch, but yeah, he's all arms and legs, isn't he? Powerful action, and I don't think there's too much subtlety there. He's just trying to bowl as quick as he can.
Low 140s, and perhaps warming to the task here, Cummins. With Dan Harris back on strike. That's another one to drive. That another single.
That's good running. You've got to be on the ball there, though, in the circle of the Blues. There's no single there. Harris is quick between the wickets. Klinger been involved in a few run-outs, but that's good running. Hit the ball and ran straight away. Good call. Blues just on their heels inside the circle.
They can get through the first onslaught from both Clark and Cummins. They'll be in terrific shape, the Redbacks. Taking 20 wickets between the 2 openers for New South Wales. Shorter ball this time. Cut away behind point. Around comes Coit. He won't stop them picking up 2.
Yeah, good running as well, Klinger and Dan Harris. Good pace from the youngster, over 140 again, another zinger. So the game not breaking opening here. Just good traditional one-day cricket shots. That's some genuine pace from Cummins. And you get that first breakthrough.
And again up in the driving zone. This one beats the field for 4 runs. Great over from the Redbacks once again. 12 off it, then none for 20. Or down the leg side for a big wide. And surprising that Stuart Clark has taken himself off after just that 1 over.
Actually, that's a big surprise. It's a good call because he bowled quite a good over there, Stuart Clark, and he would have liked to have removed one of these guys, but he's taken himself off for whatever reason. And Scott Coit's in the attack. He bowls pretty full, doesn't he? Doesn't really hit the pitch like Stuart Clark.
And reasonably wide.
Oh, mix up. They're going to go. Then Harris was sent back. I think that the way they've started driving down the ground in particular, that Coit might be just to their liking here.
I thought the bowl just next to me might have a reason why Stuart Clark's taking himself off.
Oh, I'm just trying to get a word in. Hey, ask me the question first, Stuart. Maybe they're looking to rotate the bowlers, not let the batsman get set in against one type of bowling, 1 over spells. Have you heard of that before in T20 cricket?
You can't think for yourself and talk without me asking you?
Well, I couldn't get in. You were talking about this and a little bit about that. Thanks for the opportunity. What do you think? You happy with the answer?
I like it when you two work on a jaunty angle like that. Very arty, that shot. Film noir.
And June, what about the tracker we saw before with Stuart Clark? A small percentage of his deliveries in that blue short area, halfway down the pitch. Would you have 80% of your deliveries that you bowled probably in that blue area?
I don't think anyone cares about my deliveries, to be honest with you, Flam. Let's concentrate on tonight's activities.
The Bushrangers aren't here. It's where it was Victoria versus New South Wales once again. None for 22, the Redbacks, with a couple of balls left in this first over from Coit.
No, interesting game building here, June. And the experienced pair, Klinger and Harris, have got through unscathed so far.
Oh, a call, a chance at the bowler's end. There was a real mix-up there, and eventually Harris got back.
Yeah, Benny Roy there at backward point. Good fieldsman normally. Just took his eye off the ball, didn't he? He was looking at the man and the mix-up, and unfortunately didn't gather. These two haven't quite got it right between the wickets yet.
Last ball of this over is turned out towards Clark there. It's short, fine leg inside the circle. Another good over for the Redbacks. No wickets lost. Scott Coit hitting just 3 runs off his bowling. None for 23 after 3. Thanks for staying with us. The Redbacks at the crease doing a nice job so far. 23 runs in their first 3 overs, needing 154 for victory. And here is another teenager, Luke Doran, coming on to bowl some left arm spin for New South Wales.
Gee, they could have taken his shirt up to the sports store in the Adelaide here and got some letters on there.
Maybe a number as well. Was a member of the Australian Under-19 World Cup winning side from last year. And has been in terrific form in the Sydney grade competition. There'll be some pressure on here though. The opener's going nicely, and he'll concede 2 runs off his first delivery.
Tell you what, there's a bit of Steve O'Keefe in that action, June, as well.
Yeah, there is a bit just to gather in the slightly round arm action. He's come on in the heat of the action here. He's got a bowling the first power play, which is not easy. Nice and straight and full. Make the batsman hit across the line.
Here's a shot swinging over the top. This will go for 4. A couple of bounces, maybe a couple more into the rope. But what a start this is for the Redbacks.
It's a nice shot from Klinger. Lined up the first 3 deliveries, then the 4th one. Come down the wicket and hit it over wide, mid-on, mid-wicket. Good safe shot.
And it's also a confident shot against the youngster, isn't it? So if you don't get your line right, I'm going to do that. And he loves these short boundaries here at the Adelaide Oval, Michael Klinger.
Oh, good ball this time going on with the arm, and he just got an inside edge on it. 6 runs off the first 5 balls from Doran. Had that plenty of flight as well, but Klinger gets it through the field. Another 4 off the last ball of that over. And they're doing it very handsomely. None for 33 after 4. There's the equation for the Redbacks to win their first ever Big Bash Championship. 121 from 96. No wickets down at this stage. The comparison, the Blues were flying early on, 10 runs and over, but are about to have the brakes applied. There's no sign of the brakes being put on the Redbacks here so far.
But this is a test for the Blues bowling line. There's not much experience there apart from Stewie Clark. So he's got to rely on his young players bowling well under pressure, which is not easy. You tend to rush a bit when you're under pressure, especially in 20 over cricket. So they've just got to take a deep breath here, the Blues.
Short ball, this will carry all the way. When they come in 6s, they'll get them in a hurry.
Oh, it's an exciting shot to watch, isn't it? The pull hook shot, and Michael Klinger's got all of that off Scott Coit, who tried his first bouncer just to see what is in this Adelaide Oval pitch? Well, he found out, June. Runs.
Not much. Can't bowl there at that pace. And Klinger loves that shot.
Full of length this time. Another mix-up. Oh, they've had their moments, these two. They have survived to this point. Harris wanted to go. Klinger said, no, I'm not going this time. I'm going to the danger end.
They haven't quite got it right, have they? They're still there. Pressure's on the fieldsman, the Blues.
Giving themselves some room this time. They're both seeing it very well.
What, Paddy?
Klinger has struggled through the last 2 or 3 innings he's played, but Harris certainly hasn't. When they get going like this, they can carry their team to victory.
They've got that run rate well under control at the moment. Their run rate's 8.8, only need 7.37, so that's a good sign for the Redbacks.
Some drive, really driving up the line, if not the length, but he usually hits them pretty well. Perhaps not as cleanly as he has done in recent times tonight, but still effective.
They're just unloading, aren't they? They're not worried about Coit getting bounce off a length. So unless it's the bouncer, which Klinger put away for 6, they're looking just to drive and hit on the up.
Bowled him! He gets one through! And didn't New South Wales need that?
Oh, they did indeed. That's a great delivery from Scotty Coit, the Yorker, right on the money, and it gets rid of the dangerous Michael Klinger. That's a big wicket.
Oh, that's a brilliant Yorker. I was talking about the length they were able to get under. What about this? A yard quicker and right on the money. And when you want to bowl a Yorker early in innings like that, the percentages of knocking top order batsmen up and over are very, very high. So good skill there from Coit to knock over a man who looked in good form tonight, Michael Klinger. So the Redback skipper is on his way. Disappointed. On his way for 30, and the Redbacks are 1 for 42.
Well, Michael, 30 off 18, so some pretty good hitting from yourself there.
Yeah, it's good to get us off to a decent start, but I was pretty determined to see the boys home tonight, and hopefully we're giving a bit of a platform for the boys to build up in the middle and get us home.
You both look so comfortable and so focused out there.
Yeah, he just got one just a bit full of me then, and probably should have tried to play a little bit straighter, but yeah, that's the way it goes. Hopefully these two, as I said, can keep building from here on in.
Well done, a really good captain's knock.
Thank you.
Well, there's a good batsman. A pretty good one coming in as well. We'll take a breather and maybe sign a few autographs to the fans in a moment. The captain, Michael Klinger. Patrick Cummins will bowl the next over, a bit full in length in his first over. We'll wait and see what he can do just here.
His first over was expensive, Cummins, but he's got a new batsman to bowl it here, Aidan Blizzard, who's a good striker with the ball. A bit inconsistent with the bat, but dangerous player. Can hit very powerfully square of the wicket, especially over the onside. No doubt this will be the first time he's seen Cummins bowl, so might just take him an over or two to get used to his pace and bounce.
And was man of the match in the final last year. Wasn't playing for Victoria against the Redbacks on that occasion and really smashed the ball to all parts.
We'll get a short ball from Cummins and a shout, perhaps in anticipation, if not expectation, from behind the stumps.
That's a good ball. It's a little welcome to the crease, isn't it? A short one. It was well directed. It was over the shoulder of Blizzard. It was quick too. And he was down the track. He was late on it too, Blizzard.
Yeah, he's found his mark wall length there. Just nice and short, right at the batsman's helmet. This is going to be an exciting contest, this, Cummins versus Blizzard.
All wrapped on the pad this time. Now there's a big shout. Almost 150 k's per hour, Cummins. The red mist has descended and he's fired up.
Nearly 150 k's, 149.5. That's quick. It's a terrible appeal, mind you. It's pitched about 8 foot outside leg stump. I wouldn't have even hit the stumps. But anyway, it's just the keenness and excitement there, isn't it?
Tell you what, it is zinger time. MC Cummins absolutely thunderbolting him.
Quick one once again, 146 almost. They'll take a single. Well, they know they're alive now.
That's good pace. There's the speed. Speed's just over 145, 141, nearly 150 and 145 again. So he's got a bit of a tailwind, but that's good pace. Making the batsman hop around. And that short ball, it's well worth trying at that pace.
Oh, slower ball, and what a ball it was. Right up there in the block hole. They still pick up a single. That's some poise and some command of your stuff at that age, isn't it?
Oh, it's great to see the skills of the young bowler. You know, he's got some genuine pace there and gets some good bounce of a length, and we see the off spinner. He doesn't change his arm speed too much. The dock beaten at all ends. Good enough just at the last minute to jam down his bat. So good execution, good skills from Cummins. And wouldn't he just love a wicket after this very, very fiery over.
Last ball off his second over. Right up there, full down the leg side. They're going to say it was a legal delivery, no wide call. And after 6, the Redbacks won for 47.
So overs 1 to 6, plenty of action as always in the Big Bash, so it's not going to stop in the final. And Dan Harris, who's been in brilliant form, who's using the full face of his bat, as is his partner Michael Klinger, who's slogged swept over mid-wicket with ease, and the Redback skipper just opening up the face on that occasion and looking really good form. A bouncer from Coit went all the way for 6, and he looks set for a big one until a corker Yorker from Scotty Coit's 138 Ks. So already we see the game going up and down for the Redbacks and the Blues. And we see that big 6 there from Michael Klinger, the one bouncer that has been put away. But all in all, was plenty of excitement in the first 6 overs.
Yes, there has been. Good start to this chase of 154 for victory. The required runs per over, 7.6. Which is not too far off where they started. Moses Enriquez into the attack, the 5th bowler to be used by New South Wales. Bowling to Dan Harris, who tries to flay one through the covers, stopped there by Doran. And Harris will pick up 1 to improve his score to 14 runs off 15 balls. As Alan Border and Greg Blewett step into the box. An even contest so far, boys.
Yep, even Stevens today. It's been a good start for the Redbacks in a run chase. But they need to kick on from here because the ball will get a little softer, hard, not as easily hit, especially to the boundaries as the field spreads. So, yeah, interesting and good period now coming up.
Oh, Blizzard gets a full toss and could have really done a bit better with it. Thinking about 2, but Harris said no, 1 only to Dave Warner.
Yeah, it has been a reasonable start by SA, but New South Wales have done okay as well. They've removed Klinger. Watch this full toss again, not really put away. I reckon now this is the period where they've got to miss Ferguson, South Australia. Ferguson generally controls those middle overs pretty well.
Short and wide to Harris, and well, he has been putting those away. He was shelling peas over the last 4 or 5 games. Not quite seen them as well tonight from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, 14 off 16, so a bit like Dan Smith, he can't afford to panic now. He's chewed up a few balls, so the worst thing he can do is throw his wicket away now.
Good drive down the ground this time. Just for a single, though, it should be. Coit coming in. There's a good throw off the back of it. And the 50 up for the Redbacks.
And as I was mentioning about Dan Harris, not every game he can come out and it hits the middle of the bat, so he's just got to realise that and just bat some overs. He'll pick his strike rate up as he goes on, and the comparison quite close, isn't it?
Oh, good ball here from Enriquez, just about squeaked it through. A chase now for Phil Jakes, and they'll pick up 2. Dan Harris, as ever, looking to squeeze out an extra run there. So far 5 off this first over from Enriquez with 1 ball to come.
Yeah, it really is hard to say who's going to win this match from here. It's runs on the board, 102 from 79.
Slower ball, this time hit hard, but straight at the man out there on the cover boundary. 1 run off the last ball, 6 off it. And after 7, the Redbacks 1 for 53. So man of the match for Victoria in 2007, 2008. That big bash a few summers ago now. And with a winning hand here tonight, he might just make it 3 man of the match awards. A bit to go before that point though, as Dominic Thornley is into the attack for New South Wales. Bowler number 6 being used.
Yes, chopping and changing, which is a tactic that we've seen throughout the summer. Just taking pace off the ball, making the batsman do all the work and trying to force them to hit into certain areas.
I'll take one here, try and think about a second, but Enriquez is the man coming in, and he has one of the best arms in the business.
He certainly does. He's a good athlete, Enriquez. One piece of advice for the South Australian batsmen: do not play for any spin when you're facing Dominic Thornley.
Blizzard swinging and missing. And there may not have been any spin, but he still missed it.
Well, almost on cue, Greg Blewett. Do not play for spin, and this is exactly what you should be doing. Just a quicker delivery and skidding straight through. Cannons into the off stump. The dangerous Aiden Blizzard goes. The Blues celebrate, and the second wicket goes down. 55 on the board.
Oh, I always get a little bit annoyed when I see that. When it's not spinning, much better to hit down the ground. Anyway, Blizzard goes, and it's 2 for 55. There's Borges's record. Good smart player, so I think he's a good man to come in during this time. But as I was saying, AB, better off hitting down the ground. And if you are going to hit against the line of the ball, you've got to get yourself out, make sure it's outside the line of the stump. So therefore, if you do miss, it's not going to clean bowl you. Got to pick your deliveries a little bit better than what Blizzard did there.
Get it done, get it done.
Borges pushing one to the leg side, looking for 2. Harris coming back. He was always going to make that into a 2. Good running. Borges off the mark straight away, coming into this game in some sort of form. It'll be 8 days between games, but Borges 41 or 42 in a winning effort against the Bushrangers at the MCG.
Yeah, on that particular occasion, he just controlled the innings beautifully. So he got off the mark with just a little chip into the onside, weighted the shot very well. He'll look to manoeuvre a few little dinky sweep shots.
Thornley working quickly. Another chance for a 2. Enriquez. Harris saw him and turned, but Borges said no. No 2 that time. Great over for Thornley and New South Wales. After 8, the Redbacks 2 for 58. The crowd warming to the task perhaps on the hill here at the Adelaide Oval. The Redbacks at the crease, looking for 154 to win tonight. Will they be singing in around about 12 overs time or not? They might still sing whether they lose or win, I think.
Going okay, aren't they? Youngsters as well. Great to see a lot of kids here. And everyone's rugged up. It's quite a cool evening tonight here in Adelaide.
Enriquez to continue. That's one on the leg stump and is turned away by Borges. Bring Harris back on strike. And really spread the bowling around so far, AB.
Yeah, it's been a feature. Just mix and match. Trying to find your combinations. Don't let the batsman get set in any one form.
Harris driving to picking out the fielder, Luke Doran. 6 bowlers used and nobody has bowled more than 2 overs at this stage.
This might just be an opportunity for the Redbacks. Enriquez had a good night with the bat. Scored 41, but he's been expensive this season, gone at 9.2 an over, and he's generally bowled in the middle overs, not as if he's been bowling in the first 6 either.
Good ball to Harris. He gets enough bat on this to get it behind square. He'll pick up just the 1.
Yeah, for me, Greg, in a run chase, as we look at Enriquez's stats there, deploying rate 9, just a fraction high, but to me, batting second, you want it. I think the magic number for me is 10 and over. As long as you keep pace and keep it under that 10 runs and over, you're in the hunt. Once it sneaks past there, it's hard work.
Squared up a little there was Borges. And the runs are drying up here in these middle overs.
Yeah, it runs on the board in a final. We often say it, but it's how it works. And we saw in the ladies' final, didn't we? New South Wales were cruising. And then all of a sudden, a couple of tight overs, couple of wickets, and the pressure was on and they went down. Victoria played well, but runs on the board.
Slower ball, nice variety in this over from Enriquez. They'll get the 1 all the same. Just 3 runs off the first 5 deliveries.
And this is sort of pressure that builds up, and you see mistakes made from batting side. You take the chance. Sometimes it comes off, and if it's your night, it is that chance-taking sort of game, isn't it? But yeah, good pressure bowling.
Feels like it's neck and neck, and those numbers on the screen there would bear that out. Here's a swing out towards deep mid-wicket. It'll go all the way. Getting close to the halfway mark of this chase, and Stuart Clark brings himself back into the attack. He takes a bit off his first delivery. And Borges works it away for a single.
Good bowling change for mine. The skipper bringing himself back on, just bowled the 1 over. But if anyone's going to build some pressure on the batsman, bowl a few dot balls, I reckon it's going to be this man. So he could easily bowl the next 2 and just try and get that run rate straight up to around about 9 runs per over if he bowls well.
One up there in the block hole, well dug out by Dan Harris. Enriquez coming around again will ensure they pick up just a single.
Let's have a look at Stuart Clark's first over. Went for 8 runs. His last delivery went for a 4, but let's just have a look at his control. His line's pretty good. His first one I think might have just gone down the leg side a little bit, but he's always there and thereabouts, Stuart Clark.
Down the leg side, you put the mock at him straight away. There's the commentator's curse.
Oh, I've never seen him bowl one of those in my life. And it's just come out of nowhere after I've given him a rap. No worries.
A seam upper too. As you say, that is a rare event. That was always going to happen. You wrap someone up, Gregory, hey? Let you down.
Slow ball again, worked away by Borges. A chance for Harris to test the arm of Enriquez. He'll take him on as well. Good running. He is so quick between the wickets. Borges did well as well. You see so far 20 dot balls, 24 ones and 6 twos. And 2s from this point on will be crucial for the Redbacks.
And is the danger having this sort of field where you've got everyone on the boundary on the onside, and if you pace your shot right, very, very hard to stop the side getting 2.
Turned away, perhaps a chance again to test them out. And this time, Borges puts up the hand and says, no, Dan, just 1 here. Might need a breather. It's been frenetic in the last 4 or 5 balls.
Yeah, you're right. And Dan Harris just showing the value to, I mean, he's been a good player, but just showing that being a good athlete, being quick between the wickets. He didn't get a stat for coming back for 2. And it often takes the pressure off the guy at the non-striker. A lot of other batsmen wouldn't have been able to scamper back for 2, so just showing that it's not only runs but also good running between the wickets.
Oh, the Rams shot pushed towards the man on the offside. Boy, got lucky right there.
That's nearly one of the worst shots I think I've ever seen.
2 for 74. Boy, the man up inside the circle on the last ball here of Stuart Clark's second over. Oh, and hit hard. A chase out there on the boundary. Can give up the chase, Sean Abbott. Again, Clark concedes a boundary off his last ball. 11 off the over. 2 for 78 of the Redbacks. Luke Dawn has bowled just the 1 over so far, conceded 10 runs off it. They've used 6 bowlers. Quite often use more than their 5 New South Wales through the Big Bash. We'll wait and see how many the rookie gets to bowl here tonight. Not only that, mid-range, a chance for 2.
Well, that's what I was saying. I reckon Dan Harris might have got back for 2 if he was at the non-strikers end. So no, just the little things to often help your team. Anyway, just the single, Borges on strike.
Turning it from off stump out there to the leg side and chipping it again, just beautifully into that mid-range to the edge of the circle, and even on the short side there was 2 runs.
Smart batting. Smart batting. The field is very deep on the onside, and if you wait your shot, you're going to get 2. Very, very hard to defend. Good cricket.
This one down the leg side, helping its way by Borges. Another chase, this time for Jakes, and another 2 runs.
Yeah, good batting from Borges. I think he was setting himself for the slog sweep. But then Doran just fired it in a little bit quicker, so he just went with it. Got another couple. He's blowing a bit. Take his time in between deliveries, get himself right. Got the glove off. Just have a look here, just setting himself. And I reckon if it was just looped up, he would have gone through with a shot.
Again, working one away from off the stumps out there towards square leg. And the boundaries might have dried up in recent times with the 1s and 2s. That's all they need at the moment. 7.5 exactly is that required run rate.
Well, if they keep it at that, they'll win.
Especially if they only lose 1 or 2 more wickets. These 2 can keep it going. And a huge chance to take out this final. Driving again. It's been a feature of the innings so far. It's 1 this time.
Gee, I reckon Dan Christian is so important tonight. I mean, he can come in and score boundaries. I just look at the others. Tom Cooper's been out of form. He's just coming back into the side because of Ferguson's away on Australian duties. Graham Manu hasn't done much, so they're the next 2 in. And then Aaron O'Brien, who's a good player, lefty. But Christian, a big player.
Again, taking one from off stump around the corner for a single. 8 off the over. 11 gone. 2 for 86. Slow ball first up. Just worked down to 3rd man.
Well, Stuart Clark's brought back Cummins on because he knows he's got to break this partnership. 32 from 22, that's the partnership. But to crack it right open, put a bit more pressure on the Redbacks, and must take a wicket. The run rate's just over 7.5 runs and over, so it's no real pressure for the Redbacks at the moment. But 1 or 2 dry overs will help that run rate creep a little bit up, and then that pressure will be on the Redbacks.
Driving at the line once again. It'll be just a single out to Sean Abbott. Well, he has stepped up on every occasion when he's been asked, Patrick Cummins, in this incredible Big Bash summer for him. He's got a bit overs left to go here. You'd expect him, given what he's done so far, to break through.
Well, what he's normally done is he's taken early wickets in his first couple of overs. He hasn't done that tonight, though. No wicket was 17. But he's bowled really well the new ball.
Slower ball once again, but once more outside the off stump, an easy single down to Coit.
And they want to maximise his strike power, don't they? If there's one man who could take 2 or 3 wickets in one over, you think it'd be young Cummins. Incredible 11 wickets in 6 Big Bash games this summer. They've unearthed a player of enormous potential. If he could just get him over the line tonight, that is an incredible debut season.
Short ball, and it will be a wide.
Tell you what, that looked a zinger to me. That looked incredibly fast.
Good pace. And Borges went, yep, no worries. He was the one calling the wide. He was at the non-strikers end. Well over the top.
Right up there. Chance to swing at one again. Plenty of slower balls in this over from Cummins.
Yeah, it's good bowling though, just messing up the pace. And as I always talk about, I love the slower balls when they don't change their arm speed too much, so don't give any cues away to the batsman. So there's his standard ball going first. And you can see if you're playing for that standard delivery, you're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Well, he's got a really quick arm action as well, so it's not easy to pick up.
Once more with a bit of pace off it, but just nudged away for a single. Still going at only just over a run a ball is Dan Harris, but it might be a match-winning knock if he can keep it going.
He's got his eye in, and he knows what he wants to play as well. He's not flustered by the occasion. He's been in good form right throughout the whole summer in this competition for the Redbacks, and he's set at the moment. 29 of 28. He knows that the run rate's not out of control, and he can just do that. And then that'll force Stewie Clark to bring the field up.
1-4 and 1-6 from his bat so far in this innings. Last ball from Cummins, a bit of pace this time, 144 almost. A dot ball to finish with, and after 12 they're 2 for 91. Speaking of new talent, Sean Abbott is into the attack, bowling a full toss first up. They'll get just the 1 run. And something of a roll of the dice here by Stuart Clark. He was super impressive in his first 2 outings. Abbott took 2 for 25 against the Bushrangers, 3 for 15 against the Bulls, but then went for 22 in 1 over against the Bulls back at ANZ Stadium. We didn't see him bowl last game against the Tasmanians. They didn't need him, but tonight they do.
Abbott, the 7th bowler to be used tonight, so that just shows that Stewie Clark is looking for an option here somewhere.
Let's have a look at that release. He's coming down the back of the ball. So, and got extra bounce as well. So we love all these different slower balls and varieties. And you've got to have good skills to be able to execute under pressure.
Yeah, that's a bit like a Brett Lee slow delivery, that one. So he might have learnt it off Binger.
Borges edging. It'll beat the field. There's a man there wide in the slips. It's Jakes who will pick it up. And they'll come back for a 3rd.
Well, that was unlucky for Abbott. And Borges, well, I should say Harris. That's just what they wanted. They needed a couple to get that run rate up. In fact, it was Borges, what am I saying?
Well hit ball out to the man in the covered boundary. It's Patrick Cummins, who, like Enriquez, has a terrific arm. And they're working their way up towards the 100 mark. 58 off 44 is the equation. And a big crowd on the hill in front of the old scoreboard.
That's where they pack it out. And look at that there. 27,920. Fantastic here at the Adelaide Oval. 29 up there at the MCG, but superb from the South Australians here tonight.
There's 2 more off the last ball here of the Abbott over. In fact, the 5th ball of the Abbott over. And that will bring up 2 for 98. Wouldn't want to be in the 100, but the score was already there. Boy, they're quick tonight.
Indeed. These are the numbers at ANZ Stadium in Sydney, just under 20,000 there. But Adelaide's been consistent right throughout. 17-7-20 in game 3.
Good over for the Redbacks. With Abbott coming into the attack. 8 off it, and they're 2 for 99. Luke Doran. We'll see if he's the man to bowl a 2 or 3 run over, or maybe even take a wicket. Plenty of pressure on the youngster coming in his first encounter in the Big Bash for New South Wales.
That's amazing, isn't it? His first game for the Blues, and it's in a big game in front of nearly 30,000 people.
August, the reverse sweep, did it nicely. Couldn't get it through the infield though. And Rohrer keeps it down to 1.
Well, try getting it past Ben Rohrer. He come out and played a nice little cameo with the bat, and he set the standard in the field again. That so could have gone past the inner circle and run for 3 or 4. Good pressure.
Harris pushing for 1, and 1 only.
Yeah, no wicket for 20. That's Luke Doran at this stage, into his 3rd over. And a pretty good job. But the Blues have done well with their young players throughout the season. They were done and dusted about 5 or 6 games ago. They've ended up getting in the final.
Oh, took a chance there at a lofted delivery. Just paddled it around the corner again to Rohrer.
They've done it well, these 2, Harris and Borges. They've had a good chat in between overs to say, let's not panic, let's not go for the big shots. Let's just pick up the runs as they come. Run rate's 8 runs and over, so it's not getting out of control yet.
Get it!
Well played to an arm ball from Doran. They keep coming in singles. That's about all they need. Run required up to about 8 for him.
Yeah, and it'll be the use of the bowlers from Stuart Clark will be interesting. He's got 2 yet left. Coit's got 2 left. Cummings 1.
Goes for it again. Was it bat first? It must have been.
Can't believe he's played that shot again. And that's runs, in fact, off the bat with a glove, but Doran's a little bit unlucky.
Should he just face up left-handed and just be already in that position, BJ?
Well, it must have been only a fine edge. Thought hit him in front of the stumps. They pick up more runs off the last ball. In fact, just the 1. 6 off the over. 6 to go. They're 2 for 105. A bit more swing up there on the hill than there has been for the bowlers out in the middle tonight, despite this breeze. A healthy one as well. Going over the bowlers from the Bradman stand and over their left shoulder. From the opposite end, here is Coit, the man who made the breakthrough. And there's a catch. He doesn't know. Stuart Clark is going to claim he's taken it.
He just I saw his mouth on. Hang on. Have I fallen asleep and the ball's just landed in my hand? What's happened here?
Well, he's got a busted finger on his right hand, which you can see the tape there. He's thinking, I think I've got the left hand underneath it, but I'm not sure. Can I take it? Let's have a look. Picked it up. Gonna be a tough one. Oh, too hard that. I don't think he got it. Stop 4.
What good fielding from the big man, though. That could have easily gone for 4. But it's gone into his hands. Has it just gone into the turf afterwards?
Oh, good ball there from Coit. He generates some pace off such a short run-up. What a shoulder he must have.
Yeah, just going to say that. And that was the perfect length there. Because Borges was getting in position to sort of flick it through the leg side, but the length sort of caught him out. Doesn't need to go too early, Borges. He can use the pace of Scott Coit.
Oh, boy, getting inventive now. He wants a wide. It will be called a wide. Boy.
I don't like that. The batsman, it's almost hit him in the head, and it's a wide. I mean, I think once you get out of your natural batting stance, you actually take away that option.
I don't like the batsman sort of pleading back to the umpire either. But I thought that was a legitimate delivery.
He was going to do something again. This time he goes high in the air. Boy, it's a long way back. About 10 rows. A big six to Borgus and the Redbacks.
Well, if it's not the reverse sweep, I think the slog sweep is his second favourite shot, Borgus, and we've seen him hit some big ones over the years. And he's got that right in the middle, and he gives one for the members. No, down to the dressing rooms.
Just swinging back to the Redbacks, the momentum now.
Good ball from Coit, but again he gets bat on it. They'll pick up two, coming back. It's thrown to the keeper's end, and they're going to take a look.
Gee, this is close. It was always going to be touch and go for Cam Borgus to turn around. He didn't think they were going to come to keeper's end. He must have thought it was going to go to the bowler's end. Here's Dan Smith. Borgus, he's in. The dive once again gets him home.
It was a good throw, and maybe at the moment the run out is the best option for New South Wales. They haven't looked like really taking one with the ball into the bowler's hand anyway in the last 5 or 6 overs, and this partnership now threatening to take the game away from New South Wales. 60 runs off 43.
And there he goes again, and it's the same result in almost exactly the same spot.
They're caught with this short run up. He's not a tall man. He just can't bowl length. The opposition batsmen work it out. They either go straight back over his head or it's the slog sweep. He's got a cracking Yorker. He really needs to start bowling it.
16 off the over so far. He's got to get it in the block hole. Because the way he's going at the moment, 33 from 31 now, the Redbacks. This has been a massive over for them. Still a delivery to come.
This time over the offside. It should be just the single. He retained the strike. That's not a bad thing at the moment because he scored 45 off 29. Perhaps a game-winning over right there for the Redbacks.
Smart batting from Borgus. It's been an awesome innings. 45 off 29 deliveries. Let's have a look at his sixes. Gets outside the line of off stump. Bang, he goes all the way for 6. Down the player's race. Couple of balls later, sets himself again. Good connection all the way again, giving the members plenty to think about, and hopefully a nice little catch by that spectator there.
Well, they haven't produced the key for the trophy cabinet just yet here at the Adelaide Oval, but they're thinking about cracking it open for the first time in 15 years, mind you. They'll pick up 2 more runs here. And Borgus and Harris in control of this encounter.
Yeah, big trouble for the Blues. They need a miracle here. They need a couple of wickets in one over and maybe a maiden as well, because at the moment Borgus is playing beautifully and Harris is just helping him out at the other end. They're well in control here, the Redbacks.
Luke Doran bowling his 4th and final over. Bowling to Borgus. He gets down the pitch. Well, this has been a quality innings, hasn't it?
Well, it's just changed the games. 48 of 31 deliveries. It was a tight game 4 or 5 overs ago, but some clean hitting by Borgus has really swung the momentum right in the favour of the Redbacks. And Greg Blewett looking pretty happy up in the commentary box here.
Oh, Harris squeezing one out, picking up a run all the same.
Yeah, 28 off 27. Dan Christian listed to come in next. And I don't think there'll be some nervous boys there still, don't worry.
Been a big few weeks for him, hasn't it? $900,000 per season in the IPL auction. And here they are on the cusp of a win in the Big Bash.
Well, they've been the best team all the way through this KFC Big Bash, the Redbacks. I think Corin Pollard to help him out early on, but they've played well since he's gone. Good all-round performance.
Bit of flight there from Doran. Taking a chance. They need to take some chances now, New South Wales.
Well, that was nearly a very good piece of work from Thorne. If he had to pick that up cleanly, he would have had a chance of a run out. That's what they need, don't they? They need to just break this partnership, get someone new in.
Well, they need to run out. They need the guys inside the circle to save one. Can't afford to let ones get going there.
Another over full of singles, but that's all they need at the moment. 7 from it, 4 overs remaining. The Redbacks 2 for 129, 50 up for Cameron Borges.
Last 5 overs has been all the Redbacks. There's been some very good batting by Borges and Harris. Their partnership 74 from 51 deliveries. This is what's happened. Borges, he had a bit of luck there. Probably the only false shot he really played. Then he got going on the leg side. Stewie Clark thought he claimed that one. One bounce into the mid. But then Borges, slog sweep. Scott Coy got him over mid-wicket there and then got him again. This one a bit squarer, but that's a very good shot against a fast bowler. Gutsy shot really, getting down on one knee, and all of a sudden the Redbacks in charge.
4 overs remaining. New South Wales had used 7 bowlers. Point a wicket. Thornley also a wicket when Blizzard went. Well, New South Wales might have thought we can maybe go on with the job here, but Borges has been masterful. Enriquez. And Borges will work it down to the man who is feeling it, what was called a deep third slip. It's either a catching position really or a run-saving position.
Well, you've got to say the single. Redbacks only need 6.2 and over, so those guys in there have got to be up a couple of yards. You've got to gamble a bit now. You can't be back on the circle, otherwise they'll get it in singles.
Yeah, I agree, Junior. You can't be defending now. That was straight to him at a reasonable pace. You need to attack that ball.
Now a swing out of the leg side, 1 bounce for 4. This is a curious call to have Enriquez bowling this over, given that Cummins has 1 left and Stuart Clark has 2 overs to bowl.
Yeah, I agree. And a good shot from Harris, because I was hoping that they just, even though they've got it to a run of ball, I just don't want to see them take it down to the last few by just trying to get a run of ball in between. They still got to look to pick up boundaries.
There it goes again. This is over the top. They keep coming to that short side of the ground, and now they're galloping to victory.
Yeah, this is going to be finished very quickly the way the Redbacks are batting. Harris in on the act now. He's been hitting the ones, but now he's cut loose, and 2 sixes in a row, or a 4 and a 6. And this total all of a sudden from the Blues looks way short.
Why did they bring Enriquez on?
I guess they figured they were going with pace and pace only from this point on. Here's more runs. The last thing New South Wales needed at this stage, they'll pick up 2.
Yeah, well, it's backfired now. This over's gone for 14 already, and the equation 11 from 21 balls, so it probably doesn't matter who Stewie Clark brings on now. The Redbacks should walk home from here.
Well, that last delivery should have got the treatment as well. A few more smiles.
A short ball hit away out to the man there at long on. Warner hasn't had too much work to do tonight.
No, most of the shots have gone square, haven't they, or over mid-wicket. There hasn't been all that many balls struck down the ground. Maybe they bowled a bit short, the Blues. But it's big trouble now. They need a miracle, the Blues. They need a hat-trick. I don't know where it's going to come from, though, Bluey.
Now a short ball, slower ball, hit away. There's a stream of runs coming in this over. They pick up another 2. 17 off the over, with 1 ball still to come.
Well, it's been a while, but this crowd, there's no doubt when the performance start to come for the Redbacks, the crowds flock in, and they really enjoyed their 2020 Big Bash last year. They just fell over the line, but they can sense something now. It's been a cold night, but 27,000 or just over are packed in, and they may see their home side get home after 15 years, 15 long years.
Well, quiet at times during the New South Wales innings, but they have found their voice here in Adelaide tonight. Enriquez gets hit away again to the offside off another slower ball. An expensive over for New South Wales, a big one. There's been a couple of big ones in the last few for the Redbacks. 3 overs remaining. They only need 7 more to win. They're all smiles, aren't they, on the Redbacks bench? They are very close. Perhaps a couple of swings of the bat away. And now the crowd is really into it.
Kept the locals pretty happy there, Bluey. Standing up and cheering madly. Well, the end is near for the Blues. 7 required. Cummins back into the attack. What can he do? He's bowled fast tonight.
7 men up inside the circle for New South Wales. Short ball, a slower ball. And Borges tried to swat it like it was a fly.
It's a good change-up, wasn't it? Short one, and it's the off-spinner. And he's had plenty of time to change his shot. He couldn't make contact.
You call that the Morteen shot. Bigger one this time, over the top. Slashing away for 4 more runs.
Well, they're starting to celebrate now. Punch of the gloves, and Adil Rashid, he's up on his feet. He's pumped. He's the overseas player from Yorkshire, so he's going to taste some success. What an innings it's been, though, from Cameron Borges. 58 off 38. And don't forget Dan Harris, who's probably almost player of the series, you would think. He's been outstanding.
And the partnership 96 off 59. Last year they crumbled to the Bushrangers. There's no crumbling here tonight. That might be it. It'll race away, and the Redbacks are the Big Bash champions.
Oh, that's a big win, and it's big money, and it's big everything for the crowd here, Bluey. The local crowd are going off on the Redbacks. They've done it.
Yeah, so pumped for the boys. A lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been a long time. They thoroughly deserve this. They've been the best team all year, there's no doubt about that. They've really targeted this competition. Congratulations to Darren Berry as well, coach of this team. And he's had some good plans, and I think more so too the crowd here in South Australia have really deserved this as well. They're long-suffering fans have finally got something to cheer about. Well done, boys. It's been so difficult to chase runs here at the Adelaide Oval. 6 out of the last 6 matches have been won by the team batting first. So that is a marvellous run chase. Dan Harris, just a brilliant season. 48 not out of 39. And Borges, a match-winning innings, 62 from just 39. Brilliant.
Yeah, it certainly was. The bowling for the Blues was a bit of a struggle. They need wickets with the new ball. They didn't get them tonight. Clark bowled just the 2 overs. Cummins bowled quick. Almost got 150 Ks there tonight. He tried hard. Coit picked up a wicket, as did Thornley, but the bowling lacked experience and just not enough runs on the board for the Blues.
Well, they've won 10 games of 13 in the last 2 summers, and while they were a game short last year, there was no mistake this time from the Redbacks. They have carried all before them tonight. A terrific team effort, some great batting and some clutch bowling. After New South Wales got away to a very fast start, Warner could have taken the game away. It's the Redbacks who had the trophy at the end of the great encounter here at the Adelaide Oval tonight, and they will do a lap of this famous ground as well to thank all the fans who turned out, almost 30,000 of them as well. And they loved what they saw. They were a bit quiet early on, but boy, they warmed to the task later on as the Redbacks chased down that target of 154.
This has been a Fox Sports production.